Hello, everyone. My name is Randy Rosenblum, set to call the play-by-play of the first ever Ladies Ball, the top girls basketball tournament in the world, with some of the top players you'd ever want to see. You know, we're going to come to you out of 8 different regions this year, but the key is those winners are going to get funneled into Knoxville, Tennessee for the championships, and the women will be powered by the Women's Hall of Fame. They're representing this tournament so very well. This is where the legends of the past meet the stars of tomorrow. Let's go, you know where, to the first ever Ladies Ball.
From the creators of the world's biggest event comes the most exciting girls basketball event ever created. The best are celebrated at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville. Now, the best girls teams will earn the right to be a part of basketball history. The nation's top teams will be selected to represent their state in competition. 8 regional playoffs, leading up to championship week and a chance to play on national television. All roads lead to Knoxville. Which teams will get the call to the ball? When history calls, what will you do? Welcome to the new world of girls basketball.
My name is Kinley Jefferson, and I'm from Yukon, Oklahoma, and my favorite activity is sports.
My name's Talon Payne, and I'm from Weatherford, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is basketball.
Hi, my name is Grace Jackson. I'm from Oklahoma, and my favorite thing to do is basketball.
Hi, my name is Deja Givens. I'm from Weatherford, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is spaghetti.
Hi, my name is Destiny Jackson. I'm from Foss, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is food.
Hi, my name is Jahari Hall. I'm from Edmond, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is food.
Hi, I'm Libby Ellis from Van Nuys, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is dogs.
I'm Lindsay Scott from Piedmont, Oklahoma, and my favorite thing is basketball.
My name's Harper Musselman. I'm from Yukon, Oklahoma. My favorite things to do is to coach these girls behind me, and my favorite person ever is Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay. My name's Alexis Villegas. I'm from Garden City, Kansas. My favorite thing to do is probably play basketball. Favorite person is Kobe Bryant because he gives me something to look up. My favorite activity is probably hanging out with my friends.
My name's Kaylin Haney. I'm from Silver Lake, Kansas. My favorite activity outside of basketball is to fish.
My name's Alexis Hecht, and I'm from Wamego, Kansas. My favorite person is probably Steph Curry.
My name is Avery Bayer. I'm from Chapman, Kansas, and my favorite thing to do is probably hang out with friends or play basketball.
My name is KJ Pinchin. I'm from Garden City, Kansas, and my favorite thing is basketball, of course.
I'm Maddie Vickery. I'm from Topeka, Kansas, and my favorite thing is basketball.
My name's Avery Scott. I'm from Johnson City, Kansas. My favorite activity is basketball.
PT Pension, Garden City, Kansas. I love coaching basketball and weightlifting.
Travis Hecht, Wamego, Kansas. Favorite thing is golfing.
Joel Hannigan, Garden City, Kansas. I love coaching.
The rules of the game here at the Ladies Ball.
Randy, it's a fast-moving game, so it's going to be a 20-minute half running clock, and each team gets 6 fouls. So we're going to give them a little room to play today, and those are the main rules.
It's Oklahoma against Kansas at the Ladies Ball. This is our Southwest Regional Championship 2026 Division Final. With Kara Blumfield, I'm Randy Rosenblum. Swarm City and SSA game ball. And we're underway. Team from Kansas against team from Oklahoma. Oklahoma's been great in this tournament. They're 4-0. Kansas is 3-1. Excellent passing early on. Shots not falling, but they'll get it going. These are two outstanding teams. Starting for Kansas is Haney, Hecht, Pension, Viejas, and Vickery. Oklahoma has Jefferson, Payne, Jackson and Jackson, Destiny and Grace, and Lindsey Scott. Lindsey Scott wears number 41, talented player. Oklahoma in the dark uniforms, Kansas in the light uniforms, and they come up the floor with the ball.
Oklahoma doing a nice job offensively. They're so disciplined, and that's what we're going to see throughout this contest is the disciplined offense and defense of the Swarm. Their shots just aren't falling right now, but it's early in the game. They got to warm up a little bit.
Pressure defense again from Swarm City of Oklahoma, forcing the turnover. They're coached by Harper Musselman. Kansas is coached by Joel Hannigan. Still off the mark. That one was put up by Grace Jackson. Neither team able to dent the scoreboard yet.
And right now, early on, Oklahoma is just in control. They're in control of the offensive rebounds. They're in control of each possession. And it looks like we're going to have an early timeout so Kansas can discuss what's going on.
Yeah, neither team on the scoreboard. Oklahoma may be in control, but not on the scoreboard. We're even. No scoring early at the ladies' ball. Well, I would imagine, Kara, the coaches look to settle their clubs down to this championship game.
Well, what Kansas isn't happy with right now is they're not finding their players on defense. There's too many open looks for Oklahoma, and then they're not blocking out when a shot goes up. So that's what they discussed, and hopefully they'll clean it up a little bit moving forward.
They're deliberate. Viejas had her pass deflected away. Jackson couldn't finish.
It's funny, I'm sitting over here. I clench my teeth every time a cross-court pass is made because you're just asking for that to be stolen. You really want to keep it simple. Short passes.
Ball handlers are Haney 4 and 7. Hecht. Pension outstanding. Terrific player. Number 20. But who will put the ball in the hoop? Be backed up by Alexis Hecht. Again, they're going to be more deliberate. Take some time off the clock. 2 20-minute halves at the ladies' ball. Running clock. Nice job getting the ball inside and drawing contact. And a chance to score some points for Kansas. Going to the free throw line is Avery Scott from Johnson City, Kansas. We're still silent. Just want to see it go through one time. There we go. First point of the game. 1-0 Kansas. Number 2 is Givens. Daisha Givens, who has entered. Strong move by Jackson.
And there's that offensive rebounding again by the Swarm. It gives them a second chance opportunity.
Givens getting inside, just didn't finish, but Jackson does. Destiny Jackson had a lead for Oklahoma, 2-1. It's our first basket of this championship game. But back the other way, It's a nice effort. And a goal for Kansas.
That's a nice job by Kansas, just breaking that down, that full court press, and providing an easy 2.
On the wave, motion offense. Ellis, yes. Olivia Ellis. And they take it away. And 2 more for Oklahoma. Powering it up inside. Grace Jackson got the basket. So a flurry from this Oklahoma team to gain the early lead. And they deny Avery Scott inside. And Grace Jackson forcing away to the bucket. And she's going to the line.
Defense is what produces your offense. And because Oklahoma has now been able to score a little bit, they've been able to set up in their full court pressure defense. They're in the 2-2-1 zone. So they're getting steals, and that's creating easier offensive opportunities.
This Oklahoma team is based in Edmond, Oklahoma. They've produced 65 Division I players over the years.
That's impressive. That's the program I'd want to put my child in. When you have a track record like that, you know you're doing something right.
They're doing something right early on. They've produced a 4-point advantage. Hecht, Pension on the baseline. Pretty effort, just didn't go for it. And a solid rebound. Boy, they're battling inside, doing a great job as Lindsey Scott didn't finish, but you love her effort. Very active facility here at Drive Nation in Dallas, Texas. Beautiful, beautiful facility indeed. Basketball and volleyball courts. 41,000 square foot of hardwood. Kansas with it. Down 7-3. Those perimeter shots just not falling early on for SSA game ball from Kansas.
And in the half-court set, this Oklahoma team sitting in a zone defense. They're going to stay in that zone on the half-court until Kansas can shoot their way out of it.
Inside of 13 minutes to play the opening half. Lee Jefferson looking to penetrate and get inside. This is Jefferson. And her progress is stalled, and a foul against Oklahoma.
And now here we're getting a look at that 2-2-1 full court defense. This is to add pressure and try and speed Kansas up, force them to make a mistake.
Reaching foul. Whistled against Grace Jackson of Oklahoma. Oklahoma in the dark uniforms. And they are pressuring all over the court, 2-2-1. And it's been tough for Kansas to get any rhythm offensively. Haney is nearly bottled up. But she turns around and says, you know, I'll just put it in from the free throw line. Kaylin Haney.
I love that by Haney. She's getting poked everywhere, and she turns and squares up and says, oh, I'm open. Okay, let me shoot it.
Givens knocks down the long-range shot. Daisha Givens. That's a nice answer from KJ Pynchon. We played 8.5 minutes. 9-5 score for the team in the dark uniforms from Oklahoma. Oklahoma's had a great tournament. Kansas as well to get to this regional championship game. So much desire to get to Oklahoma City in the finals at the Women's Hall of Fame in Knoxville. Saw rebounding inside. That's what you want to do. Avery Scott lowering the boom and doing a number.
And I love that possession from Scott. She positioned herself deep on the block. She had a layup opportunity, missed it, got her own rebound, kept her hands high.
Yeah, the Johnson City, Kansas native with a terrific inside play. They got it back. Do not get that basket. That could have actually got them into the lead. Quite a collision contact there. We're going to have free throws coming, or are we? Yes, we are. Thought that when Grace went up, there was contact, and she'll shoot 2. She's 13 years of age. You know, you look at the score, you sense that Oklahoma's dominating the game. But Kansas is hanging around. They're playing tough at the defensive end, not making it easy for Oklahoma.
Well, Oklahoma has had numerous scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to finish as much as they'd like at the basket. If they can kind of get their flow going offensively and see it through the net, they are, in fact, dominating possessions of this game.
They bring back the smooth shooter, Olivia Ellis, number 6. Again, they'll exercise patience and go into their motion offense. Excellent defense on the perimeter. Oklahoma got the ball back, but then they turned it over.
Yeah, and that's where you want to teach your players. When you get that rebound, you rip it and pivot and then outlet it. Don't dribble it to the sideline.
And a terrific steal by Destiny Jackson. Again, this Oklahoma team, they continue to force turnovers, limiting Kansas. Unable to score as this fine squad from Kansas. That's been the story early on, but yet they're only down 3. Jefferson backing her player down. Pynchon with a great rebound.
Kansas doing a nice job sitting in their zone, not letting Oklahoma get to the basket.
A walk, so it goes back to Oklahoma. Coached by Harper Musselman. Her father, David, is also a coach. It is a coaching family with the Musselmans. Her team responding up by 3. They'll go to Givens down low. Quick first step, and she draws the foul. Beautiful play by Daisha Givens.
Givens does a great job with her back to the basket. She receives it at the low post, and she has really nice inside post moves that provides her with opportunities to try and get layups or get fouled.
Daisha Givens loves spaghetti. Who doesn't?
And meatballs?
Yeah, I think so. Well, she's eating right now. Trying to score another point. Yes. (12-7) game. 7:45 left. Opening half. Regional championship game in our 2026 division. At Drive Nation in Dallas, Texas. Haney all the way. Just wouldn't crawl over the iron for her. And a knockdown of the backcourt. This has been a grinder in the first half.
It certainly has, and I'd like to attribute that to both teams' defense, but also some of these shots just are not falling. I think when Oklahoma settles in a little bit more, they're getting more offensive opportunities than Kansas. They'll start to see it fall in.
Yeah, they get it down low, and Destiny Jackson puts it through. And this lead is growing. And a traveling against Kansas, and the ball goes back to Oklahoma, which has doubled the arithmetic on Kansas, 14-7. They are pounding it inside to Jackson. This time she's rejected. That's great defense. Beautiful work again by KJ inside. Pynchon's been great. The 13-year-old for Kansas.
She has big size underneath the basket, but she also uses her arms to her advantage. She keeps it high, tips the ball with her fingertips.
Left hand finish is up and in for Grace Jackson. Well, the fact that Oklahoma's getting the ball inside and they're hurting Kansas on the low block. Haney thought about the 3. Pynchon will take it. That hit the guide wire up above, so it's out of bounds to Swarm City of Oklahoma. And I think that name is appropriate, Kara. They're swarming the ball.
They are on the defensive end right now with their full court press. That's what's creating Kansas to move a little bit too fast out of their comfort zone.
Well, if they hit those shots with their inside game, they are going to be tough to beat in this championship contest. That was put down beautifully by Kinley Jefferson. They have the inside game, no question about it, Oklahoma. And again, if they hit perimeter shots, it's going to be very difficult for Kansas, who's now fallen down by double digits.
Oklahoma is getting open looks. We saw it from tip-off. They had a lot of open opportunities. What we're seeing right now is they're finally just knocking down their shots.
Givens on the baseline is shut off. Deflected out of bounds. Terrific defense on that baseline from Kalen Haney.
A lot of times as a coach, when you see your players struggling to score, you know that they're in the right position, everything's working offensively. You just say, hey, just keep shooting. It'll go down. And that's what's happening right now. Oklahoma is finishing their shots.
Then they're drawing fouls and they're making those long-range shots. Grace Jackson with a hoop and a harm, and she's going to the charity stripe. How about this run? Oklahoma is on a tear. 4:20 left in the half. It's just difficult currently for Kansas to get anything going offensively against the tenacious defense of Swarm City of Oklahoma. Our 2026 final at the Southwest Regional Championships at the ladies' ball. And another forced turnover.
And what we're seeing, Kansas is trying to dribble through the press. And the way that you beat a zone defensive press is through passing. So they'll have to clean that up at halftime and just try to really utilize face up, triple threat, pass the ball.
Givens loves the baseline. Jackson loves it inside. Destiny Jackson able to get it back. And on the other side, Grace Jackson drills it. Well, it's not quite the Jackson 5, but it's the Jackson 2 right now. They're doing a lot of good things.
It's a Jackson 3 if they keep knocking down all these three-point shots.
I like it. That's a good counter. Lead has grown to 18. Just so difficult for Kansas to score.
Yeah, look how Oklahoma is swarming inside the paint.
Pinch and no. Follow that. Doesn't go in either. Fortunately, Kansas gets it back. Pension is open. KJ offline. Run down beautifully by Viejas. Girls are going to the floor battling, aren't they? That's the effort you're looking for at a championship game. You gotta love that. Talon Payne takes a seat on the bench for Oklahoma. Again, they have reinforcements. They have a very good basketball team. (25-7) is the score. Givens off the mark. Pinch and rebounds. Haney will bring it up. He's got to be careful from behind. A pilfer job by Kinley Jefferson. Ellis banks it in. Olivia Ellis, the sharpshooter.
This is when you know your team's heating up. Ellis didn't even have her feet set. She kind of just threw it up at the basket. When it banks in, you know, okay, we are warm and ready to shoot.
From downtown, off the mark is Hecht. Had a good look, though. It was wide open. So you're down 20. What do you want from Kansas in the final minute here going into the second half? Think big picture here, Kara. How are they going to try to turn this around? It's starting to get away from them.
On the defensive end, Kansas needs to make Oklahoma one and done. What I mean by that is once Oklahoma shoots the ball, they have to box out and rebound right away. The second thing on offense is floor spacing. Kansas right now, they're on top of each other. There is no distance between them to space the floor and space out Oklahoma's defense. That will create lanes to the basket.
Givens doesn't earn the bonus, but Oklahoma gets it back. Jackson from deep. It's off the side of the iron and out of bounds, but it'll stay with Oklahoma. That clock is running down inside of a minute to play in the opening half. The ladies' ball, what a great tournament this is. The best teams in the nation. Backing it up is Kinley Jefferson. Trying to get into that offense. Tight defense here from Kansas. That's a welcome sight. But offensively, it's been a challenge for Kansas. See if they can knock one down before intermission. Hecht from deep. Had a good line on it, but it just hit the back of the iron.
Oh, and that's disheartening in this moment. That would be a huge energy builder going into halftime if she knocked that down.
Clock winding down, and the half is over. A great half for Swarm City of Oklahoma. They're ahead of SSA game ball by 20, 27-7 at the break at the ladies' ball.
All right, we're here at the Southwest Regional with Coach Joel Hannigan from SSA game ball from Kansas. Coach, you had a great run. You're in the championship game. How you guys feeling about what's happened so far this weekend?
Loving the opportunity. This has been a great experience, great tournament, especially for the fall. Couldn't be more happy for my kids to be a part of something like this, and we're not taking it for granted.
Good deal. So what do you think your keys are to the game to win today?
Against that team is rebounding, making open shots, not turning the ball over.
All right, well, you've had a great run, so good luck today, and we'll see you at the end.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, bud. Good luck.
UDA is an awesome opportunity to play and experience academic and sports in the United Kingdom. You know, we represent 6 universities across the board with the opportunity and chance to be a student athlete, to get your undergrad and grad degrees in a shorter condensed time than a traditional NC2A university.
What's the application process like?
Well, our application process is simply you go to our website, we have a quick connect button, you fill out the application, and from that point it gets directed to an admissions advisor. From at that point, what we do is we then connect the student athlete to the coaches for a possible interview overseas through a Zoom process.
And what is the number of universities you represent, and who are they?
Yeah. So we represent 6 universities in the United Kingdom. We got Chester, Leeds Beckett, we got Cardiff Metropolitan, Gloucestershire, and Portsmouth.
Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of the Ladies' Ball. The Ladies' Ball is presented in partnership with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, committed to the basketball mission of preserving the past, celebrating the present, and promoting the future. Sports Thread, the official registration partner of the Ladies' Ball. Spalding, the official game ball of the Ladies' Ball.
All right, we're here at the Southwest Regional with Coach Harper Musselman with Team Swarm from Oklahoma. Coach, it's been a great run for you this entire weekend. What are going to be the keys today for you to win?
My girls on the bench are going to have to step up. We had a key player get hurt, and my other bigs are going to have to step up and show that they can overcome it.
Well, what's been the key to your success all weekend? Because you guys have been undefeated. So what's it going to take, or what has been the key for you all weekend?
We're going to have to come out strong. We've been physical every game. We've gotten every player involved, which is key for us. We like to make a threat with everyone.
Well, good luck to you today. We'll hopefully we'll see you in the finals. Okay. All right, bye.
Some pressure defense here, get some steals. Hopefully that'll create some easier offense for them.
Jackson on the baseline. Good ball movement by Oklahoma.
Get your shot.
Jefferson for a moment is looking to go down the lane and score a basket, but she was shut down. That defense moving a lot better to start this second half for Kansas. The Coming back the other way is Hecht. Great look inside to Pinchin. That was beautiful.
And that's what you want from your point guard. You want them dribbling the ball with their head up at all times. And Hecht did a great job. She took it to the right side of the floor and was able to zip it all the way to the lower block on the left. Great find.
KJ is from Garden City, Kansas. And I like her upside. She's only 13 years of age. Already very good. Knows how to play the game. Knocks down the second one. You need defensive stops. That's the order of the day now for Joel Hannigan's team, Kansas. And you're right. They have to make their defense count and get maybe some easy baskets, some transition scores. And if they can force Oklahoma to shoot from the outside, that'll enhance their chances of a comeback.
It will. However, they will need to rebound as well. You do not want to give second chance opportunities to this Oklahoma team. They started to get their rhythm going at near the end of the first half, and you don't want them to continue early on in the second.
Well, they knock down jump shots. If they do that, it's going to be a tall order to come all the way back. That was drilled again by Jackson.
And that's that second chance opportunity I was just mentioning. When Oklahoma shoots the ball, block out and grab it. Do not let them get into the paint and more opportunities to score.
And that was Destiny Jackson. I guess it was Destiny that she's got a hoop and a harm. They may be destined for a date in Knoxville, Tennessee at the national finals at the ladies' ball. Jackson, the 14-year-old, she says she loves food.
Don't we all?
They have 3 players on our introductions at the top of the program that said my favorite thing is to eat. I love food. Who doesn't?
Hopefully they have some team pasta parties.
Well, they're having a big party in this championship game. Pinching on the baseline. Kansas with another opportunity. Oh, that's a smooth shot from Alexis Viejas.
That's a big shot from Viejas. Right now your team needed that. They need a little life offensively. Hopefully that'll give a pep in the step on defense here. Stay on your toes.
Oklahoma can be patient with the big lead. A nice job of forcing the ball down low to Grace Jackson. So they have Destiny and they have Grace. And this is Grace Jackson.
Hit the next one.
And she is graceful. She is a terrific player inside. One of 2 as she has nothing but nylon on the second one. Again, these are 13 and 14-year-old young ladies battling for the 2026 championship at the ladies' ball at the Southwest Regional at Drive Nation in Dallas. That's heartbreaking. Those are the kind of shots that need to fall. That was a clean look when it left Hecht's hands. Powering it again, up, in. This time it's Lindsey Scott.
What Scott did so nicely on that play is she kept the ball above her head the entire time. She didn't bring the pass down where it could be swatted or deflected out of bounds. She kept it high and just released it off the glass.
The native of Piedmont, Oklahoma, the 14-year-old stationed at the free throw line. Under 15 minutes left. It's becoming more and more apparent that Oklahoma is going to win this regional championship. They have been terrific in this one. Big lead here. Hecht from downtown. Yes! Oh, that was pretty. Number 7 drilled it from long range. Big lead, however, for the team from Oklahoma. A timeout on the floor at the ladies' ball. 14 and a half minutes left. That's all that separates Oklahoma for a date in the national finals at the Women's Hall of Fame. Of course, Women's Hall of Fame in partnership with the Ladies Ball. And we always talk about the Women's Hall of Fame and their slogan. It's really one of the greats. Honor the past, celebrate the present, and promote the future. And we are seeing the future, and we've seen tremendous play, really from both sides all weekend long. But today in particular, Oklahoma's been great, especially at the defensive end.
Oklahoma hasn't been flashy. It hasn't been like super athletic out there, but what they've done is they've just slowly chipped away. They've been working the ball inside, they've been knocking down shots outside, and then their defense has produced a lot of their offense.
I would expect Kansas to fight and play better down the stretch. Starting to look a little bit more fluid. Pinchin's been good all game long, and solid drive there. Number 20's really presented herself well. See what you can do from the line.
If Kansas can continue the pressure just as they did on that last possession and create some steals, hopefully they're going to turn this game around a little bit or chip away at the score.
6 minutes into the second half. It's all Oklahoma. That one rolls through. And Kansas will pick up all over the court. And with this big lead, Oklahoma can take as much time off the clock as they want. There is no shot clock at the Ladies' Ball. And you can be aggressive defensively as well because you're allotted 6 personal fouls. Even in a shortened game. I want the girls to learn the game and get aggressive and try to play defense. That's a nice drive and a great finish by Kinley Jefferson, the 13-year-old.
And that's just beautiful offense. Is they stayed patient in their offensive set. They had floor spacing and then got it inside the high post for a nice give and go.
Pinchin is blocked by Ellis. What a splendid play by Olivia Ellis, the 13-year-old with the long arms. Been a clinic defensively by Oklahoma. This Kansas is a good offensive team, but they've been shut down so far today. Foul when the ball was still on the floor. What has been the secret defensively for Oklahoma in this one?
Their full court press, the 2-2-1. They've created steals. Kansas hasn't been able to get into a flow. In the half court set, Oklahoma has dropped to a zone, and they're only allowing Kansas one opportunity. Their defensive rebounding has really helped the Swarm be able to run out and get ahead of their offense.
They pound it inside to Jackson, and Destiny scores. Terrific entry pass from Talon Payne. That lead has swelled, and another rebound for Ellis. And I just love the way she plays because she's so long, Olivia Ellis.
And that's another example just on that possession is Kansas, they had an open look, they missed it, but right away Oklahoma rebounded. They're not allowing Kansas to grab offensive rebounds and get second chance opportunities.
Talon Payne going to work. Strong move on the baseline for the 14-year-old. You almost forget how young they are because how well they play.
Most of the times, it's your defense that will create your offense. However, for this Swarm team, it's a little bit different. Their patience on offense, the way that they're disciplined, running their sets and their floor spacing, the fact that they're able to knock down shots, that is what's setting up their defense. They're getting time to get into their press, and then they're being rewarded with offensive scoring opportunities.
And despite the big advantage, we've seen this throughout the tournament by many teams in many different divisions, they continue to apply pressure, and it pays off. Talon Payne, number 14, working hard in the dark uniform, battling inside.
And you're right, Randy. You mentioned this. The name of their team, Swarm. Do you see how just black jerseys are swarming every single possession? When the ball's on the floor, they're swarming in.
And as a coach, you really appreciate that effort.
Absolutely. That's what you're always talking about at practice. Let's go. Be aggressive. Dive on the ground. Grab it. And that's a display of what we're seeing out here.
Midway stage of the second half. Kansas always facing the trap. Pinching with the finger roll. That was nice. Showing an array of shots. She'll go to the line, toe the stripe, see if she can knock down a couple foul shots. Well, there's no suspense in this championship game. It's all Oklahoma. So if you're Kansas, you just want to finish strong, improve your chemistry going forward when you go and play in other tournaments. And become a better individual player. But they have acquitted themselves brilliantly this weekend. They just ran into an Oklahoma team today that was too good. Too strong, powerful inside. Ellis is blocked by Pinchin. That was a terrific defensive play. But again, with no shot clock, they can move the ball around and burn the time off the clock. Payne. Kansas will back it up. And checking a foul whistled against Oklahoma. But he brought in by Alexis Hecht. Grace Jackson back in. Solid player for Oklahoma. And again, there's the length of Ellis inside, denying Kansas. Ellis off the side of the iron. Weak side rebound for Grace Jackson.
So here's a good example of the discipline and the patience of the Oklahoma offense. Look how they're spaced all around the floor, setting an on-ball screen there, and still a lot of movement offensively. And there is no shot clock, so they can just waste the time and see when they can get a gap or an open look for a shot.
Pinchin again with a terrific rebound. Again, her form, everything she does is fluid, under control. Number 20 who has it. Just a terrific talent. Good effort inside by Avery Scott. She was tied up. Then on the alternating possession, it goes out to Oklahoma. Givens has contributed. Daisha came off the bench, number 2 in the first half, and made some shots, played some terrific defense, really performed well. Swarm City, Oklahoma, just burning clock with every possession, realizing that they're headed to the national finals. Grace Jackson will take her time out on top. And they pound it inside, 2 more, another basket and foul. Going to the free throw line is Grace Jackson, looking for still another 3-point play inside.
And that ball was actually deflected towards Jackson. It's just the way that things have been going in this game for this Swarm City team. Everything is just falling their way. Even a random tip ball that right into her hands under the basket.
Love Grace Jackson on the floor. She's all business. Doesn't show a lot of emotion out there, but she just gets the job done. That one's loose change, and it's picked up and scored inside. Kansas with an easy one. Putting it down was Kaylin Haney. Payne over the iron. Well, the suspense is out of this one. We know that Oklahoma's going to win it. They're going to be the 2026 regional champion here in the Southwest region, and they're going to go 5-0 on the weekend. What a terrific performance in the tournament. And this is a resounding victory in this title tilt. Avery Bear, number 11's in for Kansas for the first time in this championship game. Good to see Avery get out there. 14-year-old redhead. There she is, number 11.
So with just about 5 minutes to play, this is where if you are Kansas, we're not going to win this game, but we're going to try and get better, and we're going to work on some things, whether it be your full court press. Okay, let's make sure we're rotating properly. Get your hands up on defense. And then on offense, you know what, girls? We're getting good look at the basket. Let's stay disciplined. Every time we shoot the ball, I want to see all of our jerseys crashing in. Grab that offensive rebound. Let's stay aggressive.
Strong move, powering up, was Avery Scott. This was a game that was 27-7 at halftime, and Swarm City from Oklahoma has continued to dominate as Scott toes the stripe. We talked about this earlier. When you're way back like this, even when you're fouled and you go to the line, it's a negative in some respects because the clock's burning off. That running clock, but they're battling and they're getting some loose balls. You got to like the hustle of Kansas.
At this stage in the game is just too out of reach where the clock doesn't really matter right now. All of these AAU basketball games and the amount of basketball these young girls play, these are all for experience. This is developmental. This is to make you better.
We may not be in Kansas anymore, but Kansas continues to hustle.
There you go, yes. And that's what you want from your team. No matter what the score is, we're going to continue to fight and play hard.
Had to throw that in at some point. This is a good unit from Oklahoma. Taylor Payne. 35 is Grace Jackson. Getting the ball movement, knowing that they're whittling that clock down. They're playing against the clock more than Kansas. But they can afford to be patient and work it inside. And an easy one down low, and they continue to perform well. That was Taylor Payne that put it in. But Kansas counters, and you like that they run the floor, and Heck gets the inside layup. Heck's had a nice game as well. Alexis Heck for Kansas. They're starting to score it a little bit better.
Yeah, Kansas, they just need to get in an offensive rhythm.
Nice pass by Bear. Oh, what a setup. What a dime by Avery Bear. She was able to get it inside to Avery Scott, who has a chance for a three-point play.
Avery to Avery. But talking about that rhythm, it's scoring on 2 consecutive possessions, and that's what Kansas did. It's being able to see the ball, go in the basket, get a defensive stop, and then see it go in again. That's what I mean by a rhythm.
Kansas is going to finish 3-2 in the tournament. Oklahoma, unblemished, 5-0, sparkling in Dallas. And I like how they continue to run their offense. Everybody's moving. Then they pound the glass. Heck back the other way, inside of 2 minutes to play. So this game is winding down, and it's been a tremendous performance by Oklahoma. Bear with the up fake. She's easy to detect with that red hair out on the floor. Hecht! That was about a 26-footer.
That was an NBA range footer right there.
Haney and Heck both performing well in the backcourt down the stretch for Kansas. Still down by 21 points. Timeout taken. Less than a minute to play at the ladies' ball. Rich McGinnis will have a nice chat with Harper Musselman, and you'll meet this Swarm City, Oklahoma team immediately following this championship game. Just a minute and change remaining. No real need to foul here. The outcome has been long decided. Kansas has played better offensively down the stretch. Foul is inside. It wasn't one of those intentional fouls. Ellis went up. She was confronted and will go to the line. And that clock is running down. And we maybe conclude here at the free throw line. Kansas should have one more try. As Ellis misses off the iron. See if Kansas can make this final one count. Set it up. Hecht on the wing. Bear. That pass is out of bounds, or is it? Nope, it's saved beautifully. That was a great save by Viejas. But unfortunately now it's turned over. Here's a chance to score for Hecht. She put it in. Beautiful finish. And that's the end of the ball game, and it's all Swarm City of Oklahoma. They win the contest. They are the champions of our 2026 division, winning by a final tally of 49-28. Congratulations to Swarm City from Oklahoma. They finished 5-0 this weekend. Let's meet them. They're standing by with our Rich McGinnis.
All right, 2026 Southwest Regional Champs, Swarm City. Came, dominated. Coach, you had a little bit of an issue with one player that was banged up today, right? And you came back and overcame, an injury to a top player. What was it like today to get this win?
It was exciting. It was really awesome for my other girls to step up and take charge, and that really is what helped us win that game today.
And what kind of speech did you give them pregame to have a result like that? You guys win by almost 30. What did you say to them?
Honestly, I told them to pull their heads out of their butts and play basketball.
And there you have it. And there you have it. All right, now you guys had a great weekend. What was it like to finally win the T-shirt that I'm going to give you and get the bid to Knoxville, representing the entire Southwest in the 2026? Great.
It's nice. It's nice to just not get a medal once in a while because we got something that we can actually, just wear. It's an honor.
All right. How about you? Good weekend. What do you think?
Well, I like free T-shirts.
But it's more than a free T-shirt. We're going to Knoxville, ladies. How cool is that? How cool is that? Hold on. Keep going.
And we won, and we beat everyone. We went 5-0.
That is unbelievable. 5-0, right? 5-0. That is awesome. Well, listen, congratulations to Swarm City, 2026 Regional Southwest Champs. Let's give it up for Swarm City. And now, the T-shirt. You guys get it? Hold that up. You got it? Look at that. You got it. We're going to give them each one out, and then we'll take some pictures, all right?
Kara Blumfield, this performance by Swarm City today out of Oklahoma, they were terrific. I mean, they limited Kansas to 7 points in the first half and were never really challenged.
What I liked the most about this Oklahoma team was actually their discipline on offense, the way that they spaced out the floor and just ran through their offensive sets to perfection. That's what I felt was the difference maker here.
Thank you, Kara. That's Kara Blumfield. And for Kara and Rich McGinnis, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. So long for now. A big win for Oklahoma in the 2026 division at the Ladies Ball. We'll see you next time at this wonderful tournament.